Seb Korda shocks the tennis world with an exceptional performance in Miami as he knocks out the world number one, Carlos Alcaraz, in 3 sets. This is the post-match reaction. Let's go through it. That's right. Oh my word. What an upset this one is. And Seb Korda, we know he's good, but did we know he was this good? I have to say, for one, I didn't see this coming. Let me know if you did in the comments. But what a performance from Sebastian Korda. 6-3, 5-7, 6-4, and it could have been even more convincing. That's the crazy thing about this. He threw away the second set while serving out for it at 5-4, and he lost 3 games in a row, got broken again to even lose the second set 7-5. But to be able to go through that mental fragility and then come back and win the match, well, it's just amazing. An absolute masterclass, they say here. Enormous serving, all-out aggression from the baseline. And this is Carlos's worst loss by ranking since Miami last year when he lost to David Goffin, remember? First ever win for Korda over a world number one. Third Miami round of 16 appearance. 11th top 10 win. One of America's greatest talents. No exaggeration. He has it all. And today he showed it. He really did. It was an exceptional performance. You have to be at your best to beat someone like Carlos Alcaraz. And it's good to see Seb Korda's coming back to a bit of form. Obviously, we've seen him win a tournament this year already. Delray Beach was the tournament he won. And he did look really good there. That was a sign of things to come, I feel. And when he's injury-free, he is someone to be feared on the tour. He has had his list of injuries. I mean, take a look at this. It is not pretty reading. You see here he had the back injury, which has been the latest thing which he's been suffering with. He's had a week off this year. He's had a month off last year. He had, another week off at the beginning of last year. Elbow injury before that. Another injury in 2024 as well. It doesn't specify which. We had an ankle injury in 2023. Wrist injury as well also in 2023. Lower back injury in 2023. Shin injury in 2022. And a back injury there in 2021. So the list of injuries for such a great talent on the tour, it's very sad to see. But when he's playing and he's not injured, he produces fantastic tennis. And knocking out Alcaraz is just unbelievable. This is great that you get some stats come out, and it says that Seb Korda defeating Alcaraz. He becomes the second Korda to beat a current ATP world number one after his father, Peter Korda, or Petter. He stunned Pete Sampras at the 1997 US Open. There you go. There's a little headline there. Picture of Sampras not looking impressed. And they're showing that when he did win, he celebrated in the same way. Look at that. He's got the racket on top of his head, hands on his head. Pretty much the same type of feeling, but it must just be just joy. Just to have this type of feeling after all the injuries, to know that you've got the level in there and to finally produce it on the big stage. Not many people can defeat Carlos Alcaraz, especially in Miami, but he's just done it. And he's done it from what was a really difficult position. After losing the second set, you'd think Alcaraz would go and run away with it, but he kept true to himself. He kept serving well, and he managed to get a break in the third set. It was really tough. There were a lot of juices, very, very close third set, but he just edged it. And the serving was the key element. He looked really strong on his first serve in this entire match. Just fell down at the end of that second set. Just think the nerves got in and got the better of him. But you can see here, performance rating. They gave Carlos a higher performance rating of 8.7. He only got 8.4 apparently. And the quality apparently was higher for Carlos. But it just goes to show it's fine margins in tennis. And his serve quality was the thing that got him through in the end. 8.8 to Carlos's 7.5. It's always going to be close. And you're going to have to do a lot to defeat someone like Alcaraz on this surface. And it proved Alcaraz maybe a little bit below par, some people were saying, but I think you can only really give Korda the credit. I don't think we can look too much into Alcaraz's performance. He raised his level in the second set to snatch the set. And in the third set, it just wasn't enough. He got broken again, and Korda was able to hold his nerve. Really should have been a straight sets win for Seb Korda, but for him, I would say bottling it a bit at the end of that second. They're calling him Giant Slayer here as he took down the number one with 2 great set scores for his shot quality. 9.4 on the forehand. It was very, very solid today. And an 8.8 on the serve. Yeah, it was brilliant. This is what he had to say afterwards. They asked him how it felt. He said, "It feels great. I took the scenic route, that's for sure. A little more stress than I would want, but I'm happy with how I played and stayed with it. Kept believing, got myself in some nasty situations, just kept going, kept believing, played really well at the end." Yeah, and they said, "You and your team have talked about the idea of staying within yourself and your game, especially that newfound aggression. How did you do it?" He said, "A lot of soul searching, that's for sure. I've gone through a lot of things, played a lot of great players, haven't been able to get it done, but I felt always when I was playing these top players that I'd start spraying the ball and try to do a bit too much than I need to." With Ryan, we sat down. Our goal today was to play average, just to have an average ball. Don't do too much with it. That's when you get in trouble. That's kind of what he's searching for, is you start spraying and you get yourself in trouble against him. And they said, "If that's average, what's your top level then?" He said, "I mean, the ball speed, not the way I played. I was aggressive as possible. I served great the whole match. And that's what you need to do to beat a player like him. He's unbelievable in every aspect of the game. Movement, volleys, forehand, backhand. There's nothing he can't do. I had to be aggressive. I had to take the ball out of his hand and take the point in my favor." Very well said. Those are the things you have to do, because if you don't, you're on the wrong side of a beating. And he found that out in the second set. He didn't want to feel it again in the third. And he just did great. He realized his potential out there on the court today. And it was great to see. And number 5 is the number. He's the 5th American to defeat an ATP world number 1 at the Miami Open, and the first born in Florida since the tournament's inception in 1985. Alligator, it says there. And there's the other players who have also done it. Roddick versus Federer, 2008. Agassi versus Sampras in 95. Chang versus Courier, 1992. Wheaton defeating Edberg in 91. Yeah, and he becomes the lowest ranked player to defeat Alcaraz since Goffin in Miami last year. Some bits about Carlos Alcaraz. He's been eliminated in the round of 32 at a Masters 1000 as the current world number 1 for the second time. It happened in Paris in 2025 at the Masters. Considering the ATP number 1 players eliminated in the round 32 or earlier, Roger Federer experienced it 10 times. So there's a list of some of the other players. Got Sampras with 7, Djokovic with 6, Agassi with 4, Hewitt with 4, Gustavo Kuerten with 3, Andy Murray with 2, Daniil Medvedev with 2, Thomas Muster with 2, now Alcaraz with 2. And we've got Rios, Safin, Nadal, and Edberg all there with 1. And yeah, it should be noted that obviously the players who stay at world number one longest, they're probably going to have more of them. But that's pretty much it. I mean, crazy things have happened. This has got to be up there. Who is now? Is Sinner now the big favorite to go on and win the whole entire tournament in Miami? Or do you give Seb Korda now a chance to go all the way and potentially enter his name into the mix as well? Because wouldn't it be nice if there are a few other players on tour who start getting into the conversation? We've said it in tournaments just gone, and we could be saying it in tournaments yet to come. Can't wait to see what happens for the rest of Miami. So tell me your thoughts about this result in that comment section below. And if you haven't done so yet, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for a podcast wrapping up all of these last few days' action.